This is where it all begins. Welcome to Hacienda Balay, Quezon City, where tropical living meets urban convenience. A place to enjoy life. A space where you can dream. And live the way you want to. It all begins with thoughtful development. Because to us, these are more than just buildings. They are homes. Homes that house everything you could possibly need. A place where everyone can play. Indulge. Built with cast-in-place technology to provide quality living. And we've only just begun. Hacienda Balay, Quezon City continues to grow. Giving rise to more homes. One of these will be your home sweet home. This is more than just a good investment. It's a safe community for new beginnings.
A pleasant good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Rebuild the Future with FinMom. And this is your host, Christine Jacobs Sandejas, and thank you so much for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Now, can you believe this episode will be our third and final leg of our webinar series? Now, we have only had two episodes so far, but there already has been an overwhelming amount of important and useful tips that we have learned from all our speakers. Just to recap, last time we had Mr. Jan Ocampo and discovered how OFWs can make the most out of their hard earned money through real estate investment. Now, it was such an enlightening discussion, especially with, Sir Jan sharing a very simple yet effective game plan to help our OFWs and even our Davaoenos so that they can enjoy a worry-free future while enjoying the perks of their hard work. And as always, and as we stay here, as we always say here, investing in a property is not really simple, but with the right knowledge, it actually can be. Now, for all of you out there, are you planning to purchase or invest in a new home? Well, today I assure you that you can expect to get even more helpful advice as we guide you through the exciting journey of home ownership because we believe that this experience should actually be stress free and fun. And with that, we've invited a very special guest today who knows just what you need to help you find a good home and investment, and that will surely fit your needs. So, with that, before we start, I'd like to greet everybody for all those watching wherever you may be. I hope that this webinar finds it very interesting and informative to help you along the way. Now, okay, so we do have some friends watching. We have TJ Ra. Is that correct? Good afternoon, and I understand you're watching from Davao. So thank you so much for joining us. And hey, we also have Georgine Salazar, and it says, "Good morning, watching from Talisay City, Cebu, Filipino Homes Teams A Sardony." Well, good day and welcome, and thank you so much for spending your Saturday with us. Okay, and I will be greeting some more of our friends later on as we get through. Oh, sorry, as we get through today's program. And now, once again, as I was saying, to make this webinar all the more exciting, I would like to give you a friendly reminder to please tune in until the end of our webinar because FINMA Properties has a very special gift for you. Before our program ends, we will be having a question and answer portion where I will be asking super easy lang to. Super easy question for you to answer in the comment section. Now, the only catch is you have to make sure to be quick because only the first 5 viewers with the correct answer will receive a gift. So better warm up, those fingers of yours. I hope you will all be lucky today. Now, you must be wondering, to all of our viewers, why should I rebuild my future with FINMA? Or, should I continue? Or why should I continue tuning in today and watching this webinar? Well, good questions, all of that, because FINMA Properties actually, for over 3 decades, is aiming to make home investing attainable for all kinds of Filipino families. Now, if you're looking for an easy to own condominium or a house and lot, FINMA Properties actually has the perfect one for your lifestyle. It has developments in different parts of the country. They have one in Hacienda Balay, which is located in Quezon City. Also, Asia Enclaves, located in Alabang. And another development located in the NCR is the Arezzo Place in Pasig. Now, if you want to move down south, they do have the Uni Place at SWU Village, which is located in Cebu, in the Visayas area. And down in Mindanao, they have Arezzo Place in Davao. So there's a property for everyone in, the whole entire Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. There's something for everyone. Now, with that, let me introduce to you one of its newest projects. You are going to love this. It is called Metrotown. Now, what Metrotown is, it is actually a mid-rise development in the heart of Las Piñas, a future-proof community designed for the driven. It is made especially for young professionals and small families who want to experience well-connected city living and who also want to strike, that work-life balance. Now, guess what? I mean, I think you and me are the same, and that is something that we're all striving for. And so if you've been, trying to juggle the demands of work and play with lesser stress, Metrotown is just a perfect sanctuary for you to rise and to thrive. Now, to guide you through our investment journey and choose the right home for you, FinMa Properties invited just the right person, or should I say, the expert to help you out. He is a real estate practitioner for over 30 years, an international realtor member, a certified international property specialist and investor. And you might already know him as the famous El Subas Tajero. Please welcome Mr. Noli Aleje.
Hello and good morning, Christine, and good morning, FINMA fans. It's so nice to be
Wow.
here, and secrets will be revealed today.
I love your secret, Sir Nolly. I can't believe you have been in the business for over 30 years. I mean, what was that like? I mean, what was it like from the beginning and to where is it now? Has it changed so much, or the tips and tricks are still the same? Have you had to adjust?
Okay, you make me sound like a lolo, but okay. you know, we've been through so many crises for the last 30 years. One of the biggest ones was the Asian financial crisis in 1997 when the stock market went wild, the exchange rate went up, and the economy went into a crash. And it took like 3 or 4 years before everything got started because it was an economic crisis. Now, all of a sudden, we woke up in 2020 of March and boom, you know, while we thought this was an economic crisis, it's actually a health crisis. So the minute we go over this health problem, our economy before pre-COVID was very strong. So recovery will come in also as strong. So I see good days coming ahead when the vax comes out.
We are all looking for good news. We're all looking for ways to invest, or opportunities ika nga through adversities. So again, everyone, please make sure to stay with us, until the very end, because Nolly has prepared a lot of useful and practical advice for us that is based on, as he said, 30 years of industry experience and expertise. And if you have any questions or concerns or anything that you would like to consult with Sir Nolly, please feel free to send them in our comment section, and we will be entertaining your questions right after his talk. Okay, so enough of me. I would like to transfer all of you to the main event. Sir Nolly, are you ready to wow our FINMA viewers with all of your tips and how it is like to invest right now in 2021?
Looking forward to sharing. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, so investing in a good home is not investing in a condo or just investing in a house and lot. A lot of it goes into building a home. I'm Noli El Subastahero Alieje. I'm a legend in my own mind. I created that word because I pioneered the auction sales system in the Philippines. And I've been a real estate broker for over 31 years. We've seen the ups and downs of the industry. And I can tell you the best time to buy is when there is the down portion. A lot of people have really been shocked that why are people buying now? You should be surprised. A lot of people are really actually buying now because they have learned of the experience of the Asian financial crisis. Prices today are still stable, and when the good times come back, boom, it's going to go up. Huh? Oh, wait, sorry about that. Okay, so we produced and hosted the first USA television talk show. This was in sometime in 1990 and 1991. It was called the Property Forum, and it was a very nice, informative television show. It was a talk show. And I pioneered the auction sales system in the Philippines, and we were the hottest auctioneer for all the major commercial and thrift banks in the 2000s and 2001. We were selling real estate like hotcakes. And I've been an exclusive international sales director for some developers. So this was sometime in 2000 pa. So while people were still looking at the local market, the resurgence of the real estate industry sometime in 2006, 2007 was driven by the OFWs. We were going out and getting the sales from them. I think we were at the time only three or four companies. Now everybody's there. When I go abroad, I see everybody, in their promotions and everything. I do financial advocacy speech for overseas Filipinos. Yeah. Uh, and it's I've traveled all over. I've been to Dubai. I've been to Abu Dhabi. We've been to Doha, Singapore, Brunei, Hong Kong. And we always try to teach the Filipinos on what is the most important thing. And for me, I always tell them start off with real estate with all of your investments. We purchased the asset holding corporation of GE Money Bank. When GE Money Bank was purchased by another bank, we purchased this investment house of GE Money Bank to make it our investment vehicle. And more than anything, I'm a certified addict, real estate investor. When you start investing in real estate, mahirap na mag-invest in any other thing. And why real estate? Here goes, guys. You can easily use leverage to buy it. Could you imagine if you're looking at a condominium and you actually put in 25,000 pesos of reservation, huh? And sorry, your 25,000 pesos of preservation money. Huh? And what happens there is um, you are actually the exclusive owner already of the property, owner of the rights only, with your reservation fee. And then but you have to continue doing your monthly amortization all the way up to the bank amortization for you to be able to boom, own the property. So exclusive rights, imagine the leverage, 20% finished, done, 80% leveraged again. Could you imagine that's the real estate cycle? What's beautiful about real estate? There's a limited amount of real estate. So you can see that the law of supply and demand, especially yung mga subdivisions and yung mga condominiums that are going up. They come up in very nice locations and that you can see that sometimes there is no other option, or if there's an option for you, normally the development like the one of FINMA always tops the rank. Huh? And it can create cash flow. Right now, I can tell you at my age, I'm very comfortable because I have a lot of rental properties. As I mentioned, I'm a certified addict real estate investor. So it's very good. You're still young. Start putting in, start, doing that monthly amortization, and eventually you'll be fully paid and then you start earning out of it. But don't believe there's such a thing as passive income. Because passive income is only putting your money in the bank for savings account that's going to earn you 1% per annum, less taxes pa yan. Na? It's appreciation potential. You can see this one. I think a lot of us here have been buying pre-selling, and then when you see it upon turnover, imagine your property had increased by almost 80%, 70, 80, 90%, no? From pre-selling all the way to turnover. Some people actually sell their properties already during that period of time. Nagbebenta na sila ng rights to the property. No? While the others go all the way and very advantageous. It's a wealth builder, as I mentioned. No? While you're doing your monthly amortization, every month you're depositing, let's say, 15,000 monthly amortization every month. Remember, from pre-selling to turnover, remember I had mentioned you're going to be able to increase your value by around 60, 70%, di ba? But remember, nag 20% down ka pa lang, your total contract price has actually increased by 70%. So you do your mathematics so you can see how much your real ROI is. And it's the best collateral. If you time to expand your business and you have a condominium certificate of title, clean, no annotation, in a best investment value, good subdivision or good condominium location, good amenities, very easy to get a loan for your business expansion. But let me throw you some in the wind, no? Some warnings. Do not, as much as possible, mortgage your house. Because imagine now, no, with this pandemonio that we are living through, if you don't have a roof on top of your head, wah, di ba, magkakaproblema ka. You look for your rental pa, and then you look pa for the food on the table. But if you have the roof on top of your head now, konting kembot lang, konting side hustle lang, boom, you already have food on your table. So try as much as possible to mortgage another asset and not your home. It's secured. You know what I mean? When I buy real estate, imagine that I buy a real estate asset in a condominium. I can be sure may guardians sa ground floor, may security na umiikot, there's maintenance on the streets and everything. And if you have a problem with your title or if you have a problem by, God forbid, with your developer, di ba? Ano yan? Time solves problems. In no time at all, maayos din yan. No? Just be patient, keep following up, keep monitoring the small problem, and then you'll be surprised. In real estate, time solves problems. Huh? Okay, so let's talk about now timing to buy your home. Lots of people say, when can I buy my home? Huh? One question they always ask me is, how much do I need to buy my home? When you check out the monthly installments that we have right now in the market, yun importante, magkano ang reservation fee, magkano yung monthly amortizations of your down payment, and how much the loan will be afterwards. You have to take a look at all of the timing. No? Me, I always say, timing to buy your home, especially kung single ka, okay, studio ka muna kasi, di ba, malay mo yung wife to be doesn't want to live with you there, wants you to live with the biyanan. Di ba? So what you do is, okay, you get married, you move now to a one bedroom. You have a child, then maybe start looking for a two bedroom. No? So you have to keep moving. No? But the best time to buy your home is when you are financially ready. No? Okay. There are some econometrics naman that we can look into. No? Like this, for example, the interest rates. When the interest rates are low, this means that your buyer, if you're flipping the property, will be able to get a housing loan. And if you yourself are the one who's actually wanting to buy the property when the interest rates are low, it's a good time also to buy real estate. Another caution in the wind. You be careful about what they call the lock-in period. Okay lang naman, 4.5% interest rate, lock-in 1 year. Okay. Pero meron dyang 6% lock-in 5 years. You try to see what's the best interest period that you can get. No? Kasi baka mapasok ka sa 1 year, and then after 1 year, interest rates go up to 8% or 9%. So parang, hindi naman nalogi, no? Pero your amortization has thus increased. No? So, timplahan mo yung panahon kung kailan ka maglo-loan. Now, the rental yields in the Philippines now are 6.13. Okay, we are number two after Indonesia, which I think is very good. What's even more exciting there is if you buy pre-selling, siyempre mababa pa ang presyo, di ba? So when you rent it out, you will get more than 6.13. When I do my own, I get around 11.5% to 12% because I was able to catch it at pre-selling. So remember, another guy, in real estate, waiting is losing. So don't wait. Grab the opportunity right away. After due diligence, overseas Filipino remittances, ito talaga sinasabi ko, it will always be there. Well, last year we had a dip from 2019 to 2020. Medyo nagkonting dip lang, no, for the first time. But at the end of 2020, bumabanat na naman ang remittance. People were sending money already. It's just that the first 5 months of the lockdown, they were locked down. They didn't know how to do the remittance at that time. But now that they're allowed to go out and start remitting, it's bouncing back. You know that the Filipinos are the number one most important employee in so many countries. Like in Saudi, United Arab Emirates, Hong Kong, Singapore. Alam mo, pag nag-COV yan natin mga Pinoy na yan, all their economies will make talibog. Diba? I went to uh, in Dubai, no? During the bad years. And when I went there, I saw the mall, the biggest mall. And inside the biggest mall, all the store people were Filipinos. So I asked the Libyan owner, why Filipinos? And he said, alam mo, Filipino. You know, I asked him who wants to work overtime. Who? Filipino. Go work 8 o'clock morning, go home 8 o'clock p.m., smiling. I say, who wants work Christmas? Who? Filipino. Who wants to work New Year? Who? Filipino. He said, Filipino, best employee. That's why never fear. As I mentioned before, the resurgency of our economy has always been our overseas Filipino workers. Kaya super saludo ko sa kanilang lahat. Paths of progress. This is very important. In analyzing where to buy, you always have to look for the positive migration and the negative migration. No? Example is, why are you going to buy in that city? If you see people are leaving the city, they're migrating to another city because the job market, the peace and security is not so good. No? But more than anything, what's important is the infrastructure. Now, what was one of the most exciting infrastructures this end of 2020 up to the opening of 2021? It was the NLEX SLEX link connector. I don't know how many of you people have passed this, but you know what's so exciting about this? The people on the south can now invest in the north, and the people in the north can now invest in the south. Di na yung pwede ng, kung Bulacan ako, doon lang ako sa Quezon City. Hindi. Kasi Bulacan ako, I can buy in Las Piñas. Why? Because this only takes 30 minutes if you're following the 60 kilometers per hour rule of the Skyway 3. No? Another one would be the NAIA Expressway. So, because of that connector road, depending where you're coming from, do you imagine if you are in Sucat area, Alabang, no? One of the projects, I think, of FINMA is there, no? And you want to go to the airport, just go on the Skyway, it brings you straight to the terminals. Now, that's what's fantastic about another infrastructure development. Remember, when you're buying, you always have to look at what's important in the infrastructure. Now, ito, pag ako nag-present sa'yo, or ikaw ay nagbasa sa dyaryo, or nabalita mo sa balita that there's a road going there, oops, too late ka na. Okay? You actually have to do your own research. You study it. You can go to the DPWH website and you see yung mga projects lang that are still being studied. This one, the LRT1 South Extension Project. Medyo na-extend din ang delivery period nito, no? But you can see, no? Ayan, dadaan niya ng Las Piñas. And wow, we have a project in Las Piñas, di ba? MRT7. This will really declog the one people call far view. It's now going to become near view, di ba? And you can see it goes around Quezon City. And I know somewhere here is we have the Hacienda Balay project also. No? So makita mo yung mga improvement of infrastructures. No? So don't look at the street today. Look at the street tomorrow because when you buy real estate, you're not buying for the present. Remember that. You buy real estate for the future. This is one of the most futuristic things. The next two are very futuristic. You can see, no? The MRT8. If you hear about MRT8, this will actually pass through C5. No? So you're going to be getting is the passing market. So all the way from the Parañaque area, dadaan niya ng C5, C6, dadaan ng Pasig. Oh, Ariza, Pasig. No? And then it will go to Ortigas, down to Libis, and all the way again up to the Quezon City area. No? So, when I'm showing you this, I'm sure nalulula kayo, no? But this MRT8, maybe it's still going to be in your time. Maybe me, I'll be in a wheelchair already riding the MRT8. No? So, you can see, no? Ganun kalaki ang mga infrastructure developments. Now, the biggest thing that's going to happen in Metro Manila now is this one, the Mega Manila Subway. You know that the boring machine of the Mega Manila Subway has already arrived. And you know how big this is? This is as big as a house. Ganun kalaki siya, no? Ang boring machine. And they're about to start already. No? So you can see again, Ortigas South, Ortigas North. Now, are some of our projects there? Of course, our projects are somewhere there, di ba? Yeah. So magaganda talaga ang infrastructure building. So, when you're thinking about where to invest, where to buy, think about infrastructure. The paths of progress is very important. No? Okay. So, now, when you start doing real estate investing, just simply buying your own home, di ba? You have to think about, will I use, will I lease, flip, or hold? You have to think of that, di ba? Why do I say that? Because I've met some overseas Filipino workers and I asked them, Sir, meron na kayo real estate? Oh, meron na kami. Saan po kayo nakabili? Doon kay, mentions the actor's name. Oh, anong pangalan ng project? Basta doon. Doon sa kay ano. They don't know the name of the project. I said, oh my gosh, another thing, another overseas Filipino worker, I asked him, oh, ba't ka bumili ng dalawang unit dyan? Anong gagawin mo dyan? He says, wala lang. Sumama lang ako sa open house nung kabarkada ko, bumili siya, isa, siyempre ako, dapat dalawa bibilin ko. Can you imagine that? What reasons, di ba? So first you have to think, will I use? Will I lease? Will I flip? Or am I going to hold? Let me show you some little tips on it. There can be a whole gamut of tips, and we might just take another whole day here, but let me just share with you 5 or 6 tips per use, lease, flip, or hold. So, use it. Okay, you have to watch the company. So now we're talking about the integrity of the company. No? How long has it been in business? What's the track record? That's the most important thing. How many projects have they finished? Is the project well maintained afterwards? Huh? And you can check out their Facebook pages. Huh? You see any complaints against them, or you see all praises and happy residents in the area. You can even maybe pass by and go visit one of their past projects. Wag lang yung present project, pati the past project, pupuntahan mo rin. No? You grow your family. So, one of the decisions there, because you're going to use it, di ba, is your comfort of living in the area. What were the amenities? Swimming pool, playground, social hall, residence lounge, the green spaces. Don't forget security, di ba? Like some condominiums we have, pagbaba mo ng building, 'di ba? Paglabas mo, highway na, no? But is your subdivision, your condominium in a subdivision, or even your subdivision home, 'di ba? Is it a gated community? Is it secured? So when your children go home, can they just, play in the garden right away? And you feel safe because even Manong Guard has an eye on your children, 'di ba? So the staff. Oh, the staff is very important, di ba? They always say that, ang sungit-sungit naman yun naman sa Condo Corp, ang sungit-sungit naman yun doon sa, sa property management office, di ba? So you have to check all of that, okay? Gypsy home investor or gypsy home owner, di ba? Alam mo yung gypsy, di ba? Walang permanent address. It's the people who are in the Cariton who drive all over Europe, di ba? So, as a gypsy home owner, you buy your pre-selling condo. Then after turnover, you move in and enjoy your condo. But a few years back, after the 1 year, di ba, 3 years ang down payment, amortization, on the second year, you're already buying your second condo na amortization din ang down payment. And on the third year, upon turnover of the unit, you live in it, you bless it, you make it feel like a home, di ba? And then you put it up for sale. And you again, it's sold. You know why people like to buy a home? They don't like to buy a cold condo. When they see people living in it, happily living in it, they see that you've enjoyed the amenities, you'll be able to easily sell it. Plus, remember, you keep maintaining the property kasi you live inside it. No? And then you do it again. You move now to your second condo upon turnover, pero meron ka nang sa side dyan, ha? Ayun na. Malay mo, after maybe doing that 2 or 3 times, you can have enough money to buy already one unit for you to live in, plus another unit now for your rentals. So remember, when you're living there, as I mentioned, you have to keep trying to maintain it. The light bulbs, the water, punas nung dumi, the siltation of the water, that's very important. No? Now, also, is you have to watch the one outside, how they're moving. Are they maintaining the exterior of the building? Very important yun, yung exterior. See, that's where the lumot goes, di ba? That you're very hard to clean. Kasi you will not clean the exterior of your building if it's a condo. No? That's the property management's job. No? The gillage is good. Do you all know what the gillage is? Di ba? The gilid ng village. So, why are you going to buy right smack there in the middle, di ba, of the developed area? You know, and pay talagang exorbitant rates of your price per square meter. But sa gilid lang, pwede na yan eh. Konting lakad lang, you're right smack in the mall area or the green park area of the big developer, and his price per square meter is twice the one that you are buying. So gillage is good. Do not mind people have this false pride that I want to buy right there. It's smack in the middle. There. Wrong strategy yan. Ha? Get ready for bankability. Ayan. I always say this for people who want to buy property. Okay, you're ready for the 20% down payment. But have you prepared yourself for your bank loan? Ready ka na ba sa bank loan mo? Because if not, then we have problems. Is your ITR, income tax receipts, are they good? Income tax return reports, are they good? You have your savings account, you have your credit current account, your checking account. Are they well managed? Have you taken care of them? May tama ka ba? You know what tama is, di ba? Credit card mo, o di ba binayaran yung Globe mo, binayaran yung smart mo, yung dito, yung cable mo, insurance. All these small things will come out in your credit rating. So the minute you buy a house at pre-selling, reservation ka pa lang, get ready right away with your documentation para, boom, approve ka kagad. Yeah! Di ba? Okay, now, the other thing now is to lease it out. Yan. The millennials love this word, passive income. Rent it out, di ba? Again, it's not that easy. Okay? You have to study it well. Facebook your tenant. What do I mean by Facebook your tenant? You tell your tenant that I have to check your Facebook. You friend me. Why do you do that? Not because you want to see who he is, no, but that's important. The due diligence portion there is good. But because when they don't pay you, no, obviously you won't put it there naman in the Facebook, di ba? Ako, ang ginagawa ko, I get a tenant, no, and I add him in my Facebook. And then I choose 20 of his most common friends he chats with. And I friend them all. So pa may nakita nila, uy, kaibigan ni Pedro yan, they accept you as friends. And then you just leave it there and you just park it. No? And then as 1 year goes by, 2 years goes by, this happened, the guy did not pay. Then I was trying to get in touch with him sa private messenger. Ayaw sumagot, di ba? So what I did, the next month, I started messaging his friends. Hey, guys, have you seen Pepe? I've been looking for him. So what the friends did, they called Pepe and said, uy, hanap kayo ni Rolly, pare. May sasabihin daw siya sa'yo. Boom. After 1 week, he's calling me up, giving me his payment. No? Just a simple strategy. Watch the start. Kung umpisa pa lang, may problema ka na habang sa negotiation. Mataray, masungit, madaming hinihingi, humingi ng tawad. My advice to you is junk him right away. Because umpisa pa lang, mahirap ng kausap, ano pa yan pagka may problema. Di ba? Keep it tight. So you watch out for your details of your contract. Your security deposit, your advance deposit, the advance payment. We always tell people, advance payment ka na yan eh. Why apply it on the first 2 or 3 months? Apply it at the end of the contract. No? So you have to keep it tight. Move in schedule, move out schedule. The inspections, very important. Take over, that if you had siya babayad, you have the right to come in and, take over the unit. And then, what if he pre-terminates? What's the exit? So all of that you have to watch out for. No? Now, remember, your tenant is not the enemy. No? So don't think because he's using your bathroom, he's using your unit, you're medyo stressed about it. No? Remember, he's giving you a monthly income. That's very important. Meron kang matatanggap sa kanya. Di ba? Pati sinasabi ng iba, after 1 year, nag-increase sila kagad ng 10 to 15% rental. Kasi kaya naman, I need the money. You're running a risk there, especially if you're leasing out a condo unit. Remember, your unit is not the only one up for lease. There must be around 10 or 15 other units, so he can just easily transfer. So what happens? When you were looking at increasing your earnings by 10%, you can actually lose the whole thing. Now, when you lose your tenant, one problem is you have to repaint the unit and fix it and look it like new again. So may gastos ka. Number two, may time period na, siyempre, wala kang tenant for 1 month. Tapos nag-market ka na, so another month. Tapos humingi pa yan ng move-in fee na grace period, so 4 months. Worst pa is, you're not able to find any tenant. You will start making dugo on your monthly association dues. Na? So remember, love your tenant. Treat them as home partners. Regular visits. Ito importante yan. You have to check on your unit every now and then. It's there in your contract. You should put it that I can visit my unit. Why? Because if he's doing something in your unit, makikita mo na kagad. I have an experience of a friend, okay, who actually did not visit his unit for like 6 months, and he was wondering on the fourth month, he has not been receiving any payments. Then on the sixth month, he decided to visit and he asked the guard, di ba? May pumapasok pa ba dyan? And the guy said, sir, wala na. 2 buwan na yan. So he has his home key. No? And he has the right in the contract to peep in the unit in case of abandonment. So he peeped inside. Boom! He was surprised what was inside. There was an old fridge, nakatambululong. The sofa that was there was butas-butas. The beds were ripped apart. The washing machine was the old broken one. Furnitures were sira. So what happened there? How did that happen? You know, the tenant was bringing in these basura things in boxes, and he was bringing out in same as boxes. And he was telling the guard, oh, bumili ako ng bagong sofa. Actually, he was switching it all. Could you imagine what a nightmare you're going to have? No? So you always have to regularly visit your property. Okay? Now, another one is flipping it. Yeah, ito exciting, especially kung bata-bata ka pa. It takes a lot of hustle to do it. So I was mentioning kanina, pre-selling to turnover. Sometimes you get as much as 60 or 70%, but you have to know the process. Okay? You have to know how much is the administration fee, how much is the processing fee, what are the documents required by your developer. Kasi not all the same eh. Yung iba dyan, daming dokumento. Yung iba nga dyan, they do not even require, they do not allow you to transfer. You have to fully pay first. So you also have to watch out for the taxes. No? So when you're doing this, say you're flipping it already. Pagdating ng turnover, gusto mo na ibenta ka agad. Di ba? So you have to know the process. Now, you ready if you're doing this. Kasi baka mamaya after 3 years of monthly amortization for the down payment, you cannot sell the unit. So what happened? You have to keep the unit. So it's either you have the cash to pay for it or you have to turn it into a bank financing. Pag the bank fin ka na niyan, mas mahirap ibenta yan. Kasi for sure, meron ka ng burn. Your burn is on the taxes. You will pay taxes 2 times. So, kinain konti yung profit, di ba? Now, growth analysis. Siyempre, flipping, di ba? As I mentioned, watch out for the econometrics when you're doing flipping. Kasi investment criteria yan. Most especially is, tataas ba ang presyo banda ron? Because if the price in that area has plateaued already, they don't expect a sipa. Na? There is actually, from pre-selling to turnover, there's what we call the construction value added. Kasi tumataas ang property mo, no? So, ikaw ay naglalagay ng monthly pera. Sino naman naglalagay ng construction period, di ba? So, tumataas yung value mo based on the construction. But then, all of a sudden, the road crosses very near you and there is an exit and an entrance to a skyway near you. Fantastic. Then, your price goes boom, really up. No? So, you have to study very well if you're doing a flip. You have to keep the buyer. Kasi pag may buyer pa minsan, nagtawad ka agad, nagagalit tayo eh. Making tawad, sobra, kuripot, yun na lahat, di ba? Dapat hindi. Himasin mo, kausapin mo, showing the property. Explain to him why it's going to be a good buy for him. Yung good buy, good purchase. Hindi yung good buy na babay, ha? Okay? So, dapat he should also see it in his eyes that he's going to make money. My formula there is whatever profit I have between the pre-selling and the turnover, I split it into two. I share my profit with the buyer and I keep the profit, the 50% to myself. So, feeling naman niya, di naman sa nilamangan. No? Now, holding it. Yan. Ito yung mga maraming overseas Filipino workers. They buy, they just hold it, di ba? They don't want anybody to use their bathroom, di ba? Now, what you have to watch out for is your realty taxes, di ba? It is your responsibility as a condominium unit owner or a residential lot owner, house and lot, is to pay your realty taxes. No? You cannot say, I was not aware of this. Especially now, because I'm teaching you, you have to pay your realty taxes. This is not the realty tax that you contribute to the condominium corporation, yung common areas. This is the real tax for what is inside your unit, di ba? Yung 30 square meters mo, yun ang binabayaran mo, di ba? Yan ang watch out for. Malaki ang penalties dyan. Maintenance. Now, siyempre, your unit is there, di ba? You know that dust still comes in from under your door. So maybe you have to put trapo there. Yung gano'n, ha? Tapos yung water, di ba? It clogs up. Your inodoro has that golden line, di ba? Maraming ano yan, things that can happen inside your unit. You can have mga ipis-ipis and things coming out from the sinks, di ba? So you have to be sure that there is somebody to visit your property every now and then to be able to look at the maintenance of your property. Di ba? Okay. Tapos yan, important, mag-iwan ka ng notice kung where to get in touch with you. Because some of them, they buy a condo unit, and that is the address that they use. But they're not living there. They're buying to holding it lang, di ba? So if something happens, they don't know how to get in touch with you. One example, which I saw recently, was the water line upstairs burst of the unit, and it was dripping. It was going into the unit. And the unit was getting to be flooded na rin, di ba? So, they could not know how to get in. So, they had to break in into the unit to be able to fix that. Because di siya nag-iwan ng notice. Saka di siya nag-iwan ng susi. Di ba? So, you have to leave that. Huh? Do not ka mag-anak. Ako, ito yung pinakamasakit, di ba? So I'm holding it. I'm a holding unit. May kamag-anak from somewhere is going in. I say, oh, pare, no problem. Mare, mga pinsan, you can stay in my unit first. It's okay, no? Anyway, I'm not coming home pa, di ba? Ganon. And then one day, after 3 years, you come home to your unit. So lumaki na ang pamilya. They invited na the other cousins or the mother-in-law, the father-in-law. So everybody's there now in your unit, di ba? Now, you ask them to go away. Even if you did not charge them for the last 3 years, ikaw pa ang bad boy. Kasi at the end of the day, pinaalis mo sila sa tinitirahan nila. No? So I always tell my investors, do not kamag-anak it. Okay? Very important yan. Now, watch the market. When you say, time to sell. Kasi meron tayong time to buy, di ba? Yung time to sell. So you have to watch the market, is it moving? One small sample was when the Pogos were here. Di ba? Wow, the prices were going crazy of price per square meter on the sale and price per square meter on the rentals, di ba? That would have been a good time to sell. It was going up. Some people held on because they said, woohoo, we're going up the ladder, di ba? Some people sold. And then, on hindsight, the people who did not sell said, sana nagbenta na ako. Because then, the values dipped a little. Now, but those people who jumped out were all celebrating, di ba? Because they had watched the market. Huh? So remember, I've always had a saying when it comes to real estate. You know that in real estate, waiting is losing. Kasi antay ka ng antay. Tapos tumaas na yung presyo. Tapos nag-antay ka pa rin. Tapos tumaas ang presyo. You have to find out what is it that is hindering you to making a decision. This experience we're having now for the 1 year, that's going to be gone. We're going to be back into reality. Have you been in the street lately? The traffic is almost like normal. Soon, they're now talking about MGCQ reality. So, lahat ng tao lalabas yan. The malls will be more open. Factories will be opening. Soon, the economy will be back on track. Maybe even higher than our pre-COVID days. So, the time to buy is when you have your investment fund, and that is now. So, thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope that Property is prosperity. No? And you can go to my Facebook page, El Subastahero, and this is my Viber number. I'm a Viber addict. If any problems about real estate, being my students, I will always answer you within 24 hours. I open my Viber all the time. So, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. And back to you, Christine. Thank you.
Parang I don't want you to go away, Sir Noli.
Ah,
That was such a wonderful talk, very informative. Even as I was checking the comment section, they thoroughly enjoyed what you had to say.
oh, thank you so much. I wish I could have seen that all.
Well, I'm sure you'll be able to watch it. But once again, I did take down some notes. So alam ko na, no kamag-anak. Yun talaga. Yung mga
Yeah.
tips mo. And not only that, but Sir Nolly, I mean, you have clearly shared so many tips and cleared the path for those who are still confused or even until now undecided whether they should invest in a home right now. Pero sabi mo nga, waiting is losing, and now is really the right time to start investing and start buying. So, how do I start? Okay, I'm so excited. I have my notes and I want to invest. Sabi mo nga, yung path to progress, di ba? So, location is key. Ano pa ba yung mga key points? I know you touched on this earlier, but once again, just to make it clear, ano pa yung mga key points that I need to know? I
Well,
do have the cash and I want to do the pre-sale, ha? Kailangan pre-sale.
yeah, that's the exciting part, the pre-selling portion, because you see the appreciation of your property.
Okay, so pre-sale is now the time. I mean, is there also an age? You said I have to be financially stable. Obviously, I need a job before I start my investment. How do I start? I mean, get me off my chair here. And where do I look? How do I look for the properties? What must I look for? And stuff like that. Kasi a lot of people are scared na, nako, baka it's not a legit, developer. Baka they'll just get my money and all of these things.
Yeah, which I would mention, no? You can start off first by shortlisting. Always choose where. That's the start. No? Where, and obviously before you start with your where, is you already have the how much in your pocket. No? So I'm assuming that if you start shopping for real estate, you already have your investment fund for your home. That's the most basic. No? If wala ka pa yan, mag-open ka ng sinking fund. Like every month, you put in 20% for your house, no? Something like that. And then after it's grown pretty good, but remember, with the payment terms today, you don't really need bukol fund because the
Mm.
down payments are spread over 3 years or 4 years. No? Now, when you shortlist it, where do I want to invest? Let's say I'm looking at Las Piñas now. No? So I try to look who are the developers in Las Piñas. No? Thank God we have a Google Map today, and you can have a shortcut trip. And then you just research each and every one of them. Visit them. Do your due diligence because investing in a home is one of the biggest things that you're gonna be doing. It's really beyond buying a car. Diba? Funny enough, people
Yeah.
buy cars, diba? They kick the tires. I don't know what the relation is about kicking the tires. They open the hood and they look inside, di ba? And then they realize, well, they don't know anything naman about the makina, di ba? But when you buy a home, you always have to look at what am I going to be moving into. Remember, a home is your life. This is not just a simple moment, di ba? It's something that you and your wife to be or wife and even children, di ba? That you want to be sure that when you go into a project, you see them jumping up and down. Then oh, malapit na ako because my children love the place. And that's very important, the influence of the family.
Okay, well said. Okay, now I'd like to, I know our viewers have a lot of questions sa tumataas na yung ating mga comments. Okay, so first up, let's see if do have a question. Okay, from Miguel Cruzado. Kapag bumili ako ng bahay, would it still be a good investment kahit hindi ko pa ipaparent out?
Okay. If
Can
you
I
will
hold
not
on
rent
to
it,
it?
yeah, if you will not rent it out naman, so that means you're gonna be holding on to the property. it's still a good investment. I've always mentioned about the hard asset and the soft asset, or what we call the paper assets, no? And during Deluvio and during really bad days, you'd be surprised that the property market, a house and lot value, unless you're very highly leveraged, and malaki utang mo doon, hindi mo kayang bayaran, the price is stable. No? And like if you go to the soft assets during a bad economic problem, the market falls. Your value decreases by 30, 50, 60% in a matter of 1 or 2 weeks. No? So holding on to a house and lot is very good.
Okay. Um, Especially now, di ba, sabi mo, at least with all that's happening, it's nice to know that you have a roof over your head and you're not stressing
Mm.
out so much with that. Okay, we'll take our next question. Let's see. Okay, from Deirdre Ascanio. Hi, what should I look for in a house if gusto kong magtagal siya? Okay, what am I looking for in a house if I want it to last?
Okay, you have to do the katok. Okay? Kakatokin mo lahat ng kahoy, kakatokin mo lahat ng semento, you jump on the wood, what's important is you have to check, their construction details. Like gano'ng kakapal ang bakal, gano'ng kadaming semento, what's the PSI of the hollow blocks they put, what kind of electrical wires they put inside. If you really want to make talagang usi-usi, you can go through all of that. That's what's important there.
So I need to
Um,
bring an engineer with me, Sir Nolly.
ano ano naman, just make katok. Kasi if you make naman
Just make
katok
a talk.
the wall, di ba? It's tok, tok, tung, tung, tung. Di ba? Parang iba yung sound, di ba? So very important is they all sound alike, di ba? Then you can see naman the materials if they used. Most especially tiles. I've seen some people who bring this rubber hammer, and they poke all they tok tok all the tiles, and you can see that if there's a hollow one, it's gonna make a different sound. And
Mm,
that one was probably a year or 2 years, that's gonna crack.
okay.
No? Kasi hindi maganda yung base niya. No? If the house is being built for you, you're buying a pre-selling in a house, which means you're gonna see it being built. Then you can actually go visit the house during its building, and you can see how much bakal they're putting inside and everything. No? So that's the way to do it. You gotta take a
Oh,
look and see what's happening. Kasi pag nabuhos
so
na yung semento, hindi mo nakita eh. No?
okay. So importante talaga yung quality. Quality ng materials na ginagamit. Okay. So
Exactly.
quality is
Like
important.
I think our friend here, Finma, uses cast in place, no? Which is like making buhos right there on the spot, no? So you can really see it, diba?
All right. So you can't go wrong with that. Okay. We're up to our next question. Okay. From Haley Domingo. Hi, Sir Nolly. Ideally, how long should I need to own my house before I decide to resell it?
I think, no, that's actually a very personal thing about selling your own house. But if you're looking at it as an investment portfolio, the minute you move into your house, you can put it up for sale already and then live in it. What's nice about that is you are not pressured to sell because you're not in a hurry. You're enjoying your house. Diba? You're not paying rent, so no need to rush. You just pay your monthly amortization, or better yet, if it's already fully paid up. No? So, no rush. I would always say put it up in the market, put it at a happy price that you would accept, and stay in it, live in it. One day, a buyer will come because remember, there's always a buyer out there looking to get your property. You just have to
So,
wait for them patiently.
so with that, Sir Nolly, how about me? Like, do I need to already have a backup a backup home? Because I'm going to have to move out, di ba?
Yes, yeah. If you're gonna be selling your house in Alabang, then maybe you start to buy your house in Forbes Park.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay here in the south. I seem to like it. It's growing. It's growing. I'm gonna keep moving out here. Okay, so okay, the next question from Danilyn Sosa. Hi sir, how much po ang acceptable rate of return sa isang property investment? Okay, good question.
Okay, normally you have to go a little bit more above inflation because inflation actually is supposed to devalue your purchasing power, di ba? So if today's inflation is 3%, I always use 7%. Na? So I'm 4% over inflation rate. Well, that always still beats your savings account of 1% per annum. No? But if you will look at it also, there are bonds in the market that give you 6%. So mga 7-8% is good ROI. No? Especially if you're able to buy it during pre-selling, mababa ang
Okay.
kuha.
All right. So I think, do we have any more questions? I think that might be oh, there. Very informative. Yay, from Karina Exconde. I agree with you. It was very informative. I enjoyed it so much. And then we also have Glad I started investing on my 20s. Well, she was in her 20s and
Wow.
inspired by following his advices. Yeah, I never too early. A fan of Mr. El Subastahero
Oh, thank
since
you.
20s.
Is
Because of
that my
him, I was
grandmother?
inspired to invest. How does that make you feel? You have inspired so many people.
That's nice. That's nice to hear. That I think is the most pampataba ng puso. Feeling, di ba? Hindi lang pampataba ng tiyan, pati puso kasama.
Kasama ng lahat yan. Okay.
Oo.
Any more comments? Okay, hi Sir Nolly. Ayan, maraming salamat po from Rin Love. Learning a lot today. Hey, a lot of positive comments from our viewers. Okay, so as they come in,
Okay.
Sir Nolly, I would like to thank you so much for sharing your insights and information, and of course, your expertise with everybody, and just trying to encourage and empower. I think I want to use that word, empower a lot of people to take that step in terms of investing and buying a home or even trying to resell it. Your final message, Sir Nolly, for our viewers today.
Uh, my final message is more so what's happening in the market today. No, soon this health problem will be gone. And we have had a very good fundamentals in our economy. So the bounce back is gonna be there. Don't be left behind and say, "Oh, I want to buy now." No, oh, too late. It kind of slid up again. No, so you have to wait again for the next pre-selling. No? Look for a developer that really has a good track record. Check on their past projects. Because remember, having a home is one of the biggest investments that you're going to be doing. And property is prosperity, remember. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
I hope a lot of you have learned a lot. And thank you, Christine. And thank you so much, Finma, for inviting me. Good morning, everybody. Thank
Thank
you.
you, thank you. And now, turning my attention to our viewers, if you have listened to our discussion earlier, I am very sure that you will be able to answer this question in no time. Now, only 5 gifts from Finma Properties are up for grabs. So, the real secret is in your ability to type as fast as you can. And I hope all of you are up to the challenge. As I said earlier, hindi talaga mahirap yung question ko. But you have to wait for my go signal before sharing your answer in the comments below. Are you ready? Okay, so my question would be, what is the name of the newest mid-rise development of FIDMA properties where you can enjoy the driven life and take care of your personal life? Okay, so that is my question. You can see it in your screen right there. Can I give you a clue? Okay, you can find it in the heart of Las Piñas City. Okay, type your answer now. Ready, set, go. Top 5 answers will be receiving a special gift from FINMA. Ayan, pabilisan. I'm sure nandyan na yan. Lahat ng mga answers ninyo, nandyan na yan. So keep the answers coming and stay tuned for the announcement of our top 5. That will be posted in our Facebook page after the webinar. Once again, good luck to all of you and may the fastest and most attentive participants bring home the bacon. And we are so glad and, of course, thankful to everyone who tuned in today. We hope that you got inspired. I'm sure you have, as per the comment, inspired enough so that you hashtag don't put home ownership on hold and start the easy breezy search towards finding a good home investment. And we are sure that with Sir Nolly's tips, nako, you will be able to make the best decision and most importantly, have fun while finding your perfect home. Now, this episode is truly one for the books, and what a way! What a way to end our Rebuilding the Future with FINMA series. I hope you all agree. Now, if you think that ends here, guess again. We have another treat for you. We would like you to witness the grand launch of Metrotown through Facebook Live. This will be on March 2021 this year. Now, all you have to do is follow the Facebook page, Metrotown, and its Instagram account at finmom.metrotown for more updates. So do save the date. That will be in March this year, and we hope to see you there virtually. Now, if you guys still want more tips and guidance about investment, do let us help you. Hashtag rebuild life with FINMA. And you can always stay tuned by following FINMA Properties on Facebook and contact FINMA. FINMA Properties by calling 02-8535-6800 or 0917-535-6800. And you can also contact FINMA by sending an email at inquiries@finma.com.ph, or you can also visit their website at www.finmaproperties.com for your questions, concerns, or if you want to just know more about its different properties. We will always be happy to help you on your journey to finding your perfect home, your perfect condominium, or just to help you build your future. Again, with that, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm your host, Christine Jacob Sandejas for FINMA Properties, signing off. Happy Saturday, everyone.
This is where it all begins. Welcome to Hacienda Balay, Quezon City, where tropical living meets urban convenience. A place to enjoy life. A space where you can dream. And live the way you want to. It all begins with thoughtful development. Because to us, these are more than just buildings. They are homes. Homes that house everything you could possibly need. A place where everyone can play. And indulge. Built with cast-in-place technology to provide quality living. And we've only just begun. Hacienda Balay, Quezon City continues to grow. Giving rise to more homes. one of these will be your home sweet home. This is more than just a good investment. It's a safe community for new beginnings.